Hey buddies, it's your Ninja Thunder Z96 and today, we will be doing an in-depth analysis of the new poster that has been released recently by our hero. I have decided to do a full speculation once everything is in a full picture instead of spamming short videos on YouTube to speculate what each piece means. For those who are new to my channel, remember to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell for the latest updates, tips and in-depth theories on LOOMIAN Legacy. For your information, some of the speculations will be coming from the community in general and some of which comes from my own speculations. Before I officially start doing an in-depth analysis, it is good to start off with a cross-comparison amongst other previous posters in LOOMIAN Legacy. Alright. Usually, posters depict a major part of the storyline and I can give you a few examples of it. In the first poster, there's the pagoda which consists of the corrupted monks as the major part of the storyline and followed by Achios, who is the second battle theater leader during that update. If you compare between Separite City poster and the first poster, you can see four characters that is always reoccurring. Jake, Mabel, Lucas and Lucy. They are considered the main characters within the storyline indefinitely. In this new Atlanthian City poster, we can confirm that these four characters here are Jake, Mabel, Lucas and Lucy as well. The next question that everyone has been speculating about it as to why Jake has get rid of his previous clothes or whether it's Jake from another universe. There are also some speculations from the community that it is not Jake and it can be completely another character that is equally important in the main storyline and thus, our hero has decided to include it in. However, consider the previous posters where Jake had appeared twice, it is highly likely that this dude within the poster is Jake. The first speculation that the community is speculating would be Jake undergoing a disguise where he has to infiltrate Pollet Corp headquarters perhaps. This speculation is possible, judging based on previous Pokemon games where support roles will go under disguise to retrieve some information about the villain. However, do you think what Jake is wearing represents the new villain's clothes? If you looked at Pokemon Brick Bronze's Team Eclipse's clothing, it is carefully designed from top to bottom. And in this poster, he is just wearing a pair of jeans with a sleeveless t-shirt. As a result, it might be difficult for us to determine whether Jake is really in his disguise uniform and picturing what Pollet Corp members were wearing or in lab coats. I strongly believe that the villain's uniform will be something futuristic, given that Dr. Vanta's facility is technologically advanced and futuristic. So, here is my speculation. Remember a few months ago back in 4th of February 2022 where Cirxia published a post on Twitter, calling all LOOMIAN Legacy fan artists to draw their Roblox avatar and their LOOMIAN hanging out in LOOMIAN Legacy. As for those winners, their artwork will be featured somewhere new in-game. This is something closely related to this poster that you are seeing currently. In Atlanthian City, fashion contest might be happening at part of the storyline where Jake decided to join in together with his LOOMIAN Makoro. Jake and Makoro are dressed up as a cowboy where Jake is wearing a cowboy hat and Makoro is wearing a cowboy scarf. As such, there will be a fashion contest building, featuring all fan artists' artwork within that building which creates a perfect ambience as a finishing touch. This is a reference from Pokemon games where you have the beauty contest with your Pokemon. Do let me know what do you think about this speculation. Do you think the winner's artwork will be featured in the museum instead like Pokemon Brick Bronze? Or do you think that this speculation is highly possible? Let me know in the comments section down below. Next up, if you look carefully in this poster, you can see Mabel is in tears of joy and looking up in the direction of Jake. You can see that she's also holding several shopping bags as well. Knowing that Atlanthian City is a spin-off from Atlanthian City, there will be a shopping district. That's where Mabel went on a shopping spree with Jake where Jake tried several clothes including the cowboy outfit that's shown in the picture and that gave Mabel tears of laughter due to his hilarious reactions and his cheeky smile. If that's the case, whether this storyline will be closely related to a fashion contest thereafter, it is always a possible speculation alright. As for now where Mabel is seen laughing in this poster, some of which has been speculating Tess' comeback. However, it is highly unlikely so since Mabel, who has a strong crush towards Jake, might be feeling sad and angry instead of laughing with tears of joy. In the middle of the poster, you can see Lucy holding a male Vari and something that looks like a pill. The community unanimously has agreed that it is something that is used to evolve a Vari into a water form Vari or other possible forms of Vari. As such, I will be giving a few other speculations to add some confusion or possibilities to it. Firstly, a new fruit or a candy to be unveiled which may be similar to Pokemon's Poke Puff, where certain Pokemons are attracted to certain Poke Puffs. Looking at Barry's expression, who's greatly fond of that snack, it might be a snack that specifically attracts Barry only. This snack might be useful in the future if there is Roria Dungeon and where we can use specific snacks to lure specific Loomians for raids. The next speculation would be a pill that boosts friendship. To be frank, many of us have been running around the Rally Ranch, which can be grindy and tiring. As such, by consuming this friendship pill, it increases the bond between the Loomian and trainer significantly, which maybe allows Barry to evolve through friendship. The last speculation might be a mysterious pill that has been produced by Pollitt Corp. Once this pill has been consumed, it will immediately turn Loomians into corrupts under their control. That probably explains how the monks get corrupted and controlled. As for Lucis' expression, we might not know whether it's a genuine smile based on a more positive speculation or a fake smile based on a darker speculation. The center of the poster is usually the main bulk of the storyline or the main attraction, and thus, there may be more storyline on Lucis' part with Aunt Luna. With regards to Lucas, he is particularly interested at the food district in Atlanthian City based on this poster shown. There will be something similar to New Sushi Stick, where it might be a Japanese snack bar that sells ramen and sushi. Where Lando jokes about Lucky being the head of snack management for Llama Train Studio, do you think the name of the snack bar would be named after Lucky HD? Do let me know in the comments section down below as well. Before talking about the rest of the characters, let's take a look at the bottom two corners of the posters. Although you might think that it's just a piece of the puzzle, if you actually brighten it, you can actually see Atlanthian City's previous state. That might be the history of Atlanthian City before Pollitt Corp came over and built a huge dome underwater to revive Atlanthian City again. As such, there is definitely a Loomian Legacy Museum that will be talking about Atlanthian City's past and how Atlanthian City got back up thanks to Pollitt Corp. And because of this high possibility, the winners and runner-ups artwork might be featured there instead of the speculated fashion contest building. All these are currently speculations and it's always possible, alright. Now, moving on to the new Loomian that we have seen in this poster. It looks like an axolotl and some players have been speculating that it is a water-form Vari. In my opinion, it may seem to be completely unrelated to Vari since Vari's evolution has been similar to Deer family and not an amphibian. This new Loomian might be a water and ancient type Loomian, or perhaps a new fossil since they might be extinct in Loomian Legacy's context due to pollution and global warming. At the top left-hand corner of the picture, you will be able to see a faint silhouette that might be a new water and metal Rome. If you looked closely, it seems to be a whale and a train combination type of Loomian. If you have seen Samarine, that is a combination of submarine and a shark, it is not surprising for Llama Train Studio to create this Loomian as well. The problem is whether or not it's a Rome or a normal water and metal Loomian. It is up to us to decide and predict. Personally, Pollitt Corp might be trying to control this Loomian and it will go out of control. Thus, we may have to fight it in the future, similarly to the corrupted Samarine at Lotusan Beach. If it's a roaming, then good news to some is that it's a non-soft reset roaming. Now, we are left with 3 characters and I am going to start with Dr. Vanta, the main villain of this game perhaps. Compared to the previous poster in Separite City, this poster has painted Dr. Vanta in darker shades. This gives us a negative impression that Dr. Vanta is going to reveal his true villain self towards us since we have already seen him controlling Protogon and going against us as well. This also hinted that there will be a huge progression in the storyline and possibly towards the climax of this game. Not at the climax though. If you actually looked at most of the Pokemon games, it always gets more intense at the end before defeating the Elite Four. Besides Dr. Vanta, you can see Mr. Ferrix, the owner of a submarine company. I strongly believe that both Dr. Vanta and Mr. Ferrix have a close business relationship such that Mr. Ferrix has assisted a lot with Dr. Vanta's work in the creation of Sharpod and Samarine. That's why in the poster, they are leaning their back against each other, which represents strong reliance with each other. Another speculation would be that Mr. Ferrix is actually part of Dr. Vanta's evil doings as well. You can actually portray Dr. Vanta being in the shadows of Mr. Ferrix based on the poster alone. As such, it may possibly mean that Dr. Vanta is giving instructions to Mr. Ferrix and deliberately help the team to be involved in Dr. Vanta's plan. Lastly, we can see Mr. Ferrix's daughter, Millia, and not One Piece character Luffy. I'm not sure how you guys would see her as a guy in the first place, but anyways, based on how she is looking up at her dad, you can roughly tell that she is looking very proud of her dad's contribution and work towards Atlanthian City when she's giving us a tour around together with Mr. Ferrix. However, a darker speculation lies where she might be oblivious about her dad's evil doings and will go against her dad. Eventually, she might be joining us as a potential ally. Lastly, if you can see the overall poster, there are submarines and Sharpods in the background, and this depicts a mode of transport towards Atlanthian City which has been confirmed during the storyline at Lotusan Beach. By looking at the glaring eyes of Sharpods in the background of the poster, it seems that Sharpod has been controlled by someone, and we unanimously think that it is going to be Pollitt Corp. Alright. For those who are wondering if surfboards that are seen at Lotusan Beach can be another possibility of a mode of transport, it is highly likely so as another mode of transport beyond deeper waters and as a compensation to those who had bought hoverboard in Pokemon Brick Bronze. That's all I would like to say, and as confirmed by Lando that the first part of the update to be released on the 20th of May 2022, it is most likely going to be up to the Battle Theater. The second part of the update, which is Soul Burst, might be around July hopefully. If it is longer than that, then they might be breaking our promise of releasing 2 theaters in a year, given the amount of time needed to build and script another Battle Theater is at least half a year. If you have other speculations about this poster, do let me know in the comments section down below. Also, do me a favor by leaving a like and share it to your friends who are eagerly waiting for the update. Cheers.